Yo, what's going on, guys? And it's me again. I'm looking through the recommended that I've totally destroyed. And then I found this.
I looked over my shoulder, making sure no one was around. Then I grabbed 3 of my shirts and stuffed them into my bag. I had to run away tonight. It was now or never. Just then my mom barged into the room and yelled, "Why are you still here?"
Why do you exist?
I was studying. Studying? Go milk the cows. Books are not for you, stupid girl. I rolled my eyes and grabbed the milk
Books are not for you, stupid girl. What mother tells their daughter that?
bucket. Hi, I'm Amara from Greece. I was all set up to run away from my village to escape a terrible fate, when I suddenly got an opportunity that changed my life forever.
The animation though.
But before I continue, click like and subscribe.
Gotta do what she says, bro. Gotta do what she says.
The next day in class, our teacher barged in and wrote a question on the board.
She talks so fast though.
Now who can solve this? I looked around and then raised my hand. No sweat! As soon as I was done solving
No sweat, bro. Teacher's pet. Teacher's pet. Disclaimer.
the question,
We're not as smart as she is to answer this question.
I saw everyone staring at a tall woman walking towards me to the front of the classroom. So, you're the famous...
Why does it look like that she's wearing her shirt the wrong way? It looks like she's wearing her shirt backwards.
Samara, your teachers did say you were a genius. Signomi, who are you? She's Miss Mercedes, the vice principal of a huge school in the city. She's come here to offer a scholarship to the smartest kid in class. I just stood...
Bruh, no, that's not how it works. Isn't there multiple classes? Like, there can't just be one class, even if a quote-unquote farm town place or whatever. But the fact that they talk so fast, they're trying to keep it under the 30-minute mark.
staring at her, my mouth open. Was this for real? I don't have all day, child.
Neither do I, but I'm still watching this.
You accept it? Yes, absolutely. Just the day I had planned to run away, I'd been given a scholarship. I was being saved by God.
Hey, how do you know that I'm not an atheist, dum-dum?
20 minutes later, my teacher was at my house, trying to convince Mama to let me go, but she kept shaking her head stubbornly. Mama, I'm not doing this for myself. I want to be a doctor so I can take care of you.
Alright, her voice cracks kind of sound like a certain sound. If you could tell, leave it in the comments. But her voice in that specific moment sounds like Shrek's.
For a minute, I thought she might actually give in, but then she started to scream, "I've told you! Your place is here! What will you do out of school?"
Learn.
Then Miss Mercedes took out 50 euros and handed them to Mama. Okay, maybe it's not so bad to go to school.
How much is 50 euros again? She gave her $60.
The next day, I was at a train station with my mom and hundreds of...
$60. That convinces her mom to let her go. I know the main audience of My Story Animated is 4-year-olds who think $60 is probably like $100K. But no!
villagers had gathered to bid me goodbye. I tearfully hugged
Villagers?
Mama and
Bro, we're playing Minecraft right now?
she spat at me 3 times for good luck.
Spat at me? Spat.
Do.
That, I was right. I thought it was patted me 3 times.
Then she put a talisman around my neck.
Bro, this talisman gives you 50% knowledge because this is Hypixel.
My darling girl. Take this.
30 seconds ago, you didn't want to go, and then you see the 60 euros and just like, bro.
It will bring you good fortune. Come back rich and make your mama proud.
Didn't you, not want her to go?
I rolled my eyes, but accepted it. And then suddenly every woman was giving me a talisman of her own. I finally hopped onto the train and was so impatient to leave, I could almost push it. Just then, the
Bruh.
train started moving away. I couldn't believe it. I was actually
Bro, is this from like the 1880s? No train moves like that anymore.
getting out of here. I could almost dance with joy. Sit down. I will be watching you constantly. One wrong
Weren't you just trying to recruit her?
move, and I'll have your stupid villager butt back here in no time.
Bro, again, she's not selling mending, that's why.
When we
Probably
finally got to the
Bainbar
house I'd be
called
staying at, I was spellbound. Lots of servants were waiting for us outside.
Servants.
At the front was a man with kind eyes. Oh,
Kind eyes. It looks like he's about to squint his eyes off.
I'd seen guys like him in movies. You must be the butler. Please take my bag. There was a pin-drop silence for a moment, and everyone looked horrified. Then the butler burst out into laughter. You stupid
Butler?
girl! Does he look like a butler?
Yes.
He's the owner of this house and your benefactor, Mr. Armitage. What? Sir, I'm so sorry. Oh, never mind. I'm just happy to see you, and I'm sure you'll do wonderful things. I noticed he had tears in his eyes. He seemed nice, but a bit...
$50 that he's her father. I'm skipping. I do not care. Jeez.
As I was getting ready for school, she threw something on my bed. It was an iPhone.
It's the iPhone X. Tells you everything about your ex-girlfriend or boyfriend.
Daddy wanted you to have my old one, so whatever.
Daddy, hold up. Well, if we both know she's doing something in bed. No, I'm kidding.
If you have questions, ask
Oh
Siri.
yeah, Daddy, keep it going. It's fire.
Who's Siri? A girl at school? Dakota turned to me. No, but she's a nerd like you, and you guys will get along really well.
Daddy's girl.
Here's her address. You can meet her there, after school that day. I decided to pay Siri a visit. I followed the directions and was confused when I ended up in the creepy parking garage of an abandoned mall. I immediately decided to leave. But just then, someone put a hand on my shoulder. What you doing here, kid? Did the cops send you? I turned around in horror to see 3 huge men behind me.
They look the same height as you.
I tried
And what?
to make a dash for it,
Can
but
I-
I tripped
can I
over
see the
something and
guy's
fell. Ow! Are you hurt?
Ow! Again. Bro, what is this kid's hairline, bro? What is that hair? This, I guess, is like anime style. And then this guy is just... You look like you look like the Godfather without the
Little
beard.
girl, you will be if you don't step away from her this minute. From behind the goons stepped out Gavin and some police officers. As the
Gavin, I think that's Daddy.
police took them away, he helped me walk to the car. Later at
That
home,
was so quick. That was like so quick. So some quote-unquote gangsters jumped you. So that was worth 10 seconds.
Mr. Armitage was extremely distressed. It's so lucky Gavin tracked your phone's location when you didn't come home. But why would you go to such a place, child? I guess I just got lost. I was only looking for Siri at the address Dakota gave me. Everyone suddenly froze and looked at me like I was crazy. Then Mr. Armitage turned to Dakota and started shouting at her. I can't believe you would play such a horrible prank. You put Amara's life in danger. But Dad, I didn't think she was stupid enough to actually go. Not another word. I'm really disappointed in you.
No, I'm starting to regret my subscription.
Just go to your room. Dakota burst into tears and
Oh my
ran away.
God.
Gavin
Burst
went into the
into
guest
tears.
bedroom and gave me a goodnight kiss on the cheek.
Oh yeah. You know who's daddy in this relationship?
Just as I was drifting off to sleep, I suddenly sat up in bed, startled. There was a shadowy figure standing in the doorway. It was Miss Mercedes,
The Karen lady.
staring
Yeah.
right at me. Amara, you listen to me very carefully. Stay away from my Gavin. He's supposed to be with a rich girl like Dakota.
My AP wrist Scully thing is ticking. Oh wait, were we talking about the action list? Oh wait, there isn't any.
If you want to keep your little secret, you won't mess with me. And with that, she walked away. I was horrified.
What's our little secret?
Could she really know? I couldn't sleep. Later that night, I got up to get water when I saw a light coming from the study. I peeked in to see Mr. Armitage at his desk, looking worried. He spotted me at the door and told me to come in. When I asked him if something was wrong, he sighed. I don't know why we're making losses. It's just all a mess. Mind if I take a look? He looked really surprised, but nodded. As I started to go through the accounts, I began spotting some problems and gave him a few suggestions to fix them. He looked stunned. What?
I gave him a few suggestions to fist him. He looked stunned. Bruh, that was so fast. Also, but aren't you in like high school or something? How do you know anything about this? I thought you wanted to be a doctor.
Wow, what a gifted young girl you are. I can't wait for you to be part of my
I gotta add a little comment. Ah, shoot. I can type. Still subbed. There we go. I just got
Company one day. Wait, me? A part of his company? That would be such a dream. Listen, Amara, I'm going away on a business trip, but once I'm back, there's something really important I have to talk to you about.
Bro, the voiceovers are so bad as well.
You should go to bed now. But I woke up the next morning to the most horrible news. We found out that Mr. Armitage had been in a bad car accident on his way to the airport. We rushed to the hospital and waited for hours for the doctors to give us some news. Dakota
How are you not crying, bro? I thought you liked him.
couldn't
And you know she's only talking about him, bro. Oh yeah, look at it.
stop crying, and I put my arm around her. The doctors finally told us that he'd suffered head trauma, but was conscious now. Dakota went rushing to him.
That makes no sense.
Daddy! And she hugged him
Who's your daddy, boy? Redhead or this kid?
and cried on his chest. He stroked her hair and said he was just fine. He smiled at everyone, and then his gaze fell on me. And who was this young lady? We all looked at
Oh my god.
him in shock. It's me, Mr. Armitage. Amara. He looked confused. I'm so sorry, but you're not familiar to me at all. When we told this to the doctor,
What?
he said that it was possible the head trauma had made him lose his short-term memory, and he could.
I can't anymore. This is too cheesy for me. I thank you for watching. Bye. Oh, this is cringe.